It's my birthday. And what happened on my birthday? Other than a friend attacked me over a bullshit straw dog because she's jealous. Yes, that's what I got for my birthday. Yes, and let's talk about it. I was going to come on and have a friendly stream with my friends, but evidently some of my friends don't want to be my friends anymore, and I will be more than happy to oblige them. Because in my criminal career, I used to have to eject problem people from my life all the time. And today, when Nikalina supposedly had a problem, she called me on panel just to attack me with straw dog lies. So, Roger don't put up with that. So Roger just told her F you and bye. And that's how I feel about it. Everyone is still welcome here. There's going to be no changes. I'm going to cover everything still. It's just Nikalina ain't going to have a wrench here. Hello, Ronnie. Hello, bud. Chat, because everyone's going to be worried that Nikalina will get mad at him, so there won't be a lot of people chatting anymore. So it'll get a bit more Boydie. Hello, James. Hello, Smelly. Well, yeah, it is, Ronnie. I mean, things to go back to here it where it is, and I'll do some more poo-poo content. And, like I said, no doubt most people won't talk here for fear of Nikalina. So, it is what it is, and I'll just do what content I want to. Yes. Now, she was pretty butthurt that when I got up this morning, I did a 4.5 hour stream with Grace. And I was not ready for it because I literally just got up on my birthday. Well, Smelly, I'm kind of confused too. I mean, on the confused part, but you see, Grace Thorpe asked me to be her co host. Now, Smelly, you've been here from my other channel. And when I take on a new task, I just take on extra work. I don't stop doing anything else I'm doing on YouTube. I just take on an extra task and I put on a higher workload. And that's what I've done with Grace Thorpe's channel. She asked me to be her co host because, let's be honest, I'm smarter than everyone else. I mean, that was a pretty good decision. I never asked to be her co host. I didn't even think I was in the running to be her co host. I was watching them for who they picked to be the co host to do videos on it, and they asked me to co host. Hello, Roy Boy. Thank you, kindness and grace. Thank you. You're one of the first. Most people today there's a few people that haven't, but, the good people. But I don't want to say their names for fear that Nikalina will turn on them too. I mean, that came out of the blue, but she's obviously been out of shape that I decided to engage the Thorpe family. I mean, hell, I talk nice to Rich Life now. I mean, on Truthfully Trish's backup channel, I'm a mod. And her main channel got hijacked yesterday. And so I'm a mod on her only channel. And things have been so busy, I'd like to check in with her and see if she's okay. And I mean, I've not even got to do that. Hello, Lita. Well, Vigilante, I mean, you see, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, Vigilante, you see that lovely little blue symbol with an L that says L on it? That woman said that this was going to happen last night. And it happened pretty quick. I mean, it did too. Now, on Grace's panel, we were talking about Milo Yiannopoulos. And Milo Yiannopoulos likes to call everyone the P word. And she had a couple trolls up on panel and they were running their mouth. You know, she's trying to be serious. They're trying to be trolls like trolls usually do. And Nikalina said, somehow I'm supporting pedophilia because I didn't say something. To trolls on a panel when it's up to Grace's, you know, as a new YouTuber, to learn to take care of this shit herself. And then rather than Nikalina, who has my phone number, and Summer Honey, you're not getting everything over, and could call me anytime, didn't. She tried to get me on panel just to attack me in public and shade something that was not true. Thank you, sweet Katie. Yes, Katie, I felt the need to come on and at least put on the record and defended myself. And the only wrench that I pulled was Nikalina's, and that's the only wrench that I will pull. Because, once again, if she had any questions, she's my friend, or she was my friend. She could have called and had a long talk with me, and I would have been more than happy to sit and discuss anything with her for hours because she was my friend. But making up straw dog arguments and trying to say that I'm a part of something bad and pulling me up on the panel and ambushing me, well, on my birthday, that's not being my friend. Nikalina's not blocked here. It's just she no longer has a wrench because obviously I can't trust her anymore. And that makes me sad. And you know what? That's the only thing I got for my birthday is betrayal. Now, I don't give a shit. Now, when I was in a gang, I mean, that was typically your gift in life was betrayal. So I accept this betrayal. I'm not worried about this betrayal. But, I mean, other people, well, Vigilante said it right here that you didn't see it coming. Well, the same other people had said that too, that it was coming. And those same other people said that Nikalina had a crush on me. And I didn't quite, I wasn't quite down with that. You know, when other people had said that. But they were right about everything else. So, I don't know. You know, I'm not going in here being an arrogant and saying she, quote, wants me. But, I mean, this is fucking weird. I mean, absolutely, totally. Well, thank you, Vigilante Warrior. Well, Michael, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think that she was this kind of person to act this way. So, last week I would have said, oh, no, no, no. This week, I don't know. Because she's trying to shade that I'm, quote, co-signing pedophilia. When, I mean, let's get fucking real here. My girlfriend's in chat. No, Preston. This is a planned betrayal. Normally, I would think that this is a miscommunication, but this was a setup to try to banish me from the community. That's exactly what it was. Now, in real life, when I know I'm walking into a setup, I have a firearm right here. Now, my brain's much more loaded than Nikalina, and to be honest, I'm not interested in doing live streams about Jimbo or Mama T. I'm not interested in doing videos about the same people in a dying community because everybody's sick of fucking Mama T, Mama T, Mama T, Mama T, Mama T, Jimbo, 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 Jimbo. And this is how all communities die. I go off in another direction as extra content to try to get new people into this community so it don't die like my last ones. And then I'm attacked for it. Now, Nikalina wants to play Miss Morals, but, you know, I know a lot of all the shady shit that's been done on our side. And once again, it gets very shades of gray. And all that was said was a couple trolls running their mouth. There was no actions done. I mean, things that have been done on our side have always been 1,000 times worse than anything that a troll has said on a panel. Well, I can't either. Well, Flocky, thank you. I mean, well, I appreciate it, Katie, and I begrudge no, and everyone's welcome here. It's just Nikalina did that on a birthday. You know, if I had a question about something, now think about it, Katie. With all the things that she's done, and you know, I've not been in the Mean Girls chat. I took it that Nikalina is my friend, and I gave her the faith to trust her. So I thought I don't have to know everything. But whenever she would do something, you know, I wouldn't be privy to everything, but I would trust my friend. And I didn't get that same trust back. Well, I mean, you know, Grace is still learning. I mean, she's learning the ropes and she's learning them quick. You know, she was on a big panel today and she got over 200 and some subscribers. And over time, that will end up new friends here that are not involved in a Jimbo or a Mama T and they want to hear interesting things. I mean, I'm out there trying to actually save the community. Now, in my personal assessment, when Nikalina's daughter gets older, she'll leave YouTube in a couple years. You know, when her daughter starts getting dating, because, you know, it's the last one and it's her daughter. I mean, I don't expect Nikalina to be here on YouTube in 3 years. I expect her to go back to real life. Now, that's a personal opinion. Could be completely wrong. But, you know, I'm here for the long haul. Well, the thing is, well, let's put it this way. If rap was set up, Smoky Mountain Mama did it. Because where I do path work, and, you know, when I looked at the situation with rap that I've not done as many videos on as I could, and did my path work, the only person that could set him up was Smoky Mountain Mama. Now, was he set up? I don't know. You know, this is where, you know, when we get to be relations between men and women, I learned not to prejudge it. But if anyone set rap up, that would be Smoky Mountain Mama, and I have no idea. I mean, I'm not a godly, I'm good, but this is above my pay grade. Thank you, Olive Sky. Well, I'd like to think so, Mountain Violet, but, you know, I don't know what her serious dysfunction is, but I'm not going to take being talked to like a dog. You know, especially, I mean, back in my criminal career, if I had to call out one of my friends, I talked privately. Yes. And it was the thing to do. She wanted to make a public display. I don't know why, but I always have the same reaction when someone tries to make a public display. I look at them like this, and I go, fuck you. Just like that. And that has always been my reaction when someone is trying to make a public display to virtue signal for others in real life. Well, I don't either, Dragon Mama. Oh, Richard, eat my dick. I mean, how's she going to expose me? Because I don't do things that I don't get away with. And once more, anything that's behind the scenes of YouTube, I don't talk about. It's one of my heavy rules. Now, if it was to come down to that, you know, I have the winning side on that. Just saying. But like I say, is a part of my stick here. Things behind YouTube stay behind YouTube, because that way, then people feel free to confide in me. Well, thank you, Wonder Woman. Oh, it's not. I mean, that's always a constant. When I went from community to community and everything disintegrated, I was always the equilibrium. I was always the calm in the storm. The guy you could walk behind and exit the room and go into the next community. Well, I didn't think so either, Katie. But I mean, when it comes down to it, I know everything, and everything's just going to stay right here in my head. In all reality, it's not all that bad. When I look at the worst, I mean, some things you might call shady, but I mean, it's all just bullshit if we get down to it. Just a minute, everyone. I have a thirst. Yeah, but I mean, my birthday, I get up. I see Grace scheduled a live. I did a 4.5 hour live with her. I took a nap, and then I get up, and I'm sitting here with kittens, and I see Nikalina's live, and then immediately on my birthday, my friend attacks me. I don't know why. I don't care why. I mean, I always go from community and community and do different things. I mean, I'm in a Warhammer 40K community. I'm in a political community. But I'm not doing content and getting subscribers off of it. Okay, Lita, because our connection's good here, because I'm using the tablet. Because I may be doing YouTube later on a different live stream. As I said, I have been trying to expand the community and the subscriber base. And now the thing is I have a tentative agreement to be on a live later on someone whose channel I have never heard of. Or, because if I could think of the name right now, I'd mention it. Bye, Meemaw. And like I say, your shit didn't. Now, see, this is what Nikalina did. There, as I said, the conversation was about Milo Yiannopoulos using the P word as a hammer. And a couple trolls said some off-color things that myself or Grace could not control. And then Nikalina tries to turn that into Roger supports pedophilia. And that's supposed to be my friend. And now I have people coming in trying to attack. Now, once again, comments are on approval, so I'm having to hide them, and you're not seeing them, but it is what it is. Now, my supposed friend just did this. I appreciate it, Mountain Violet. I appreciate it, Beloved Ghost. But I mean, if this is how she wants to be, whatever. I mean, I have been through 2 disintegrating communities. This is my 3rd. This community did it quicker than any other community. And my first 2 communities were horrible. But they managed to hold it together better than we have. I've been surprised about this, and in honesty, I'm usually the guy that tells people why, but I don't know. Honestly. Thank you, Dragon Mama. Well, it's okay, Smelly. I mean, I've not even had breakfast. Seriously. I mean, I was planning on getting up from my nap and having my birthday breakfast at 8 o'clock in the evening. I mean, I've not even had anything to eat today. I just thought I'd wake up and hang out with my friends for a little bit on Nikalina's chat, as I got up and got myself something to eat. But I know how the rumor mill goes, so I thought I would at least come on for an hour and set things straight. It is what it is. And all I can think is Nikalina don't need me anymore. I don't know what goes on in her head, and I have learned not to care what goes on in people's heads. Thank you, Midnight Baker. Thank you, Audrey. But yes, I mean, today I'm 55 years old. Okay, Katie. We're probably not going to be on that long, Katie. I just wanted to get out there that, I'm not attacking because I don't care. I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But if this is the way that she wants to go, it's fine. And once again, when I covered Amberlynn Reed, she has over 100,000 subscribers. And every fucking morning, I had like 18 to 30 some comments that were deleted, all attacking, called me, you're creepy, you're a pedo, blah, 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 blah. So it's not like I'm going to give a fuck what any moron types here. I just hit hide idiot. And because of Carlos, I have comments on approval. Well, Bex, I mean, taking me on panel and attacking me, that isn't when she has, this is my phone. She has my number. She can ring this device at any time. She could ring this device right now if she wanted to. She's not tried to talk to me about this off of YouTube in any way, shape, or form. And if I had a concern, that's what I would do. I would call my friend. Nikalina has my real phone number on this device. She could ring it at any time. She could have rung it at any time, yet she did not. She decided on my birthday to draw me on a panel to attack me in public, and that was to try to exorcise me out of the community. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Well, thank you, Patricia. Like I said, everybody here is, well, crew, I mean, I'm fine. I mean, it's not going to destroy my life at all. I mean, it's not going to change my Tuesday. Just saying. I mean, it just leaves me more time to do other things. And I don't have to worry about, when my subscriber count doubles, then I don't even have to worry about going live when she does. Because, I'll still not step on her toes because we do basically still share most of the same audience. Actually, Michael, I have no idea. Yep. Now, usually I'm up on the latest news things as quick as they happen, but this is my birthday, and I literally woke up, and with an hour of it, Grace had a live scheduled. So I tidied myself up as best I could in 45 minutes. I attended the live stream. She ran it for about 4.5 hours. And then afterwards, I took a nap. And then as soon as I woke up, I picked up the device, flipped onto YouTube. Nikalina was on, and I got and then I got ambushed. So I'll have to get to news and such and give an opinion, because in reality, for another one of my channels, I should be covering that if it happened. And I believe you. Okay, dear, And once again, people turning on people like they are, why I didn't let anyone know that I had a girlfriend in another state, because she works and is a caregiver. I mean, she's got a 20-some hour job day. I mean, right now, I believe she's on her way home from work and listening to us live. Hello, Onion Face, and thank you very much. But yes, I am 55 today. Now, I don't feel any different than the day before, other than it is a beautiful day. Shit. I wish I had the shades up. Fuck. Because I have on the other side of me, I've got a window, and I just looked up, and there is the most beautiful red sunset going down. Tomorrow, I think I'll do that. I'll go out and shoot the sunset because they tend to go in packs of, when you have a really beautiful sunset here, they'll come in like 2 and 3s in a row. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'll shoot a little bit of nature because that's amazing. But I'm only kind of like looking through a blind that's got a little broken spot like that in it. Well, actually, Cosmos, Grace is a busy girl too. Grace had a second live stream today and I missed it because I was sleeping. We have lives too. But now Grace has my phone number and I have Grace's phone number. And just like Nikalina, Grace can call me whenever she wants. And the only thing we've done so far is text a little bit back and forth about the ubis of the tubis. Oh, it is, Montres. I hope you're well today. So like I say, it's been a good day in Rogerville, other than the fact I've not got kind of to enjoy my birthday. Now, I made an improvised birthday cake. I took a Klondike Heath bar, took 2 banana cream Twinkies and put on top, and then I put confetti icing on top. And oh my God, it is one of the most excellent things you have ever thought of eating. I mean, that little sponge cake and that flavor together, the banana cream with the Heath bar, I mean, oh my God, is fucking amazing. I made the best improvised cake ever. When I started to get it, I'm thinking, dude, this is silly and you're probably wasting $20. But I mean, they make into like little single serve cakes. And that's the only thing I've had to eat today. And oh my God, it is awesome. So, that was good for me. But, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what goes on YouTube. And I'm just going to cover everything from a non-biased angle. I'm just going to call everything how I see it. And I'll be doing mostly videos, I think. Now, I will still be doing live streams, and I'll probably do 2 to 3 live streams a week. Now, one of these live streams will probably be in the middle of the night, just to let you know. Because used to be always would do 2 live streams in a week, and I think I'll go back to that, but I think I will add a middle of the night stream, for people with odd hours. Well, it's odd here. Because of inflation, Klondike bars used to be overexpensive. But down here at the Dollar General, Klondike bars are $4.50, for the big pack. And ice cream sandwiches are over $6 a box. I'm like, what the fuck? Ice cream sandwiches over $6 and the big thing of Klondike bars is only $4.50? Klondike bars have not gone up in about 15 to 20 years. So right now, they're affordable compared to everything else. I mean, because I was looking to get the cheapest thing at the store, and I'd picked up those ice cream sandwiches, and I'm like, what the fuck? Over $6 for ice cream sandwich? And I mean, and then I looked down and saw those, and then I had to do the double take. I'm like, this cannot be so. This is $4.50. This says 6 something. And I mean, the head kind of does this. So yeah, it turns out that I can get Klondike bars now affordable compared to an ice cream sandwich. Thank you, Lori. Well, I don't know, Lori. I don't know. I mean, she just attacked me over a straw dog on a panel. I mean, I don't control what goes on a panel. It's like, if something I don't say I agree with on a panel that a troll says, I mean, all you're doing is dignifying it and making it worse. it's best just to shut your mouth and change the topic and go on. But I don't know. Now, other people have theorized things, and some of them even said that Nick has a crush on you, which, I mean, I don't ascribe it. I'm not saying it. I don't care. But I mean, all the things that I have heard lately. Now, Nikalina doesn't know this, but I did not see her live yesterday where she did bash me. But my girlfriend did. And she told me all about it last night. Well, we had our conversation. So it wasn't a complete blindside. Because like I say, I didn't watch her live where she had bashed me. But I will associate on YouTube with whoever I damn want. Yes. Mm-hmm. And that is the way it always is and the way it's always going to be. Just saying. I mean, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. And, I mean, Nikalina don't own me. No one owns me. I do what I want. When I get involved in YouTube fuckery, I don't involve anyone else. I keep my mouth shut. And I just do it. In that way, I don't harm anyone else if I decide to do fuckery. Just saying. Well, I mean, I'm a panel guest. What am I going to do? And once again, these were just trolls on her panel where Grace was trying to be serious and they were being disgusting. And Grace got them off panel slowly without disrupting her program, which is the proper thing to do, and then not to bring them on. But you know, once again, it all started talking about Milo Yiannopoulos using the P word as a hammer, and that's basically his debate. And that's what it all started off on. And then she got a couple other people on panel that were off color. There you go. It's not like Nikalina hasn't had anyone on her panel say something off color. There you go. That's right, Wonder Woman. But you see, this was contrived drama by Nikalina. I don't know why. I don't care why. Honestly, I don't know and I don't care because I'm not going to invest that much of my life into it. But this is what she wanted to do, and she will have to live with it. Well, if you like Lita. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, the whole point of this live is to get my position out, considering the only thing she was going to do was browbeat me on her panel like she's my boss or something. No. You know, once again, my girlfriend can beat you up, Nikalina. So, I mean, you can't even go to there because she's an Amazon compared to you in size. Just saying. And Frank and I would just have a beer and we would talk about your issues. Well, yes, I mean, Lita here, she is my girlfriend. She's been my girlfriend longer than I've been in this community. She became my girlfriend months after my last breakup. And because of my ex-girlfriend and the way you two people are, I hid it. And Lita and I had a long talk about this, about letting the world know, because as soon as I start covering Grace or talking to Grace in any way, people would say, she's using you. And I still want to know, now I keep getting told by Nikalina, Grace is manipulating me. I asked Nikalina, how am I being manipulated? I never got an answer. I'm still waiting. How am I being manipulated? I mean, if I'm going to talk dirty, the girl I'm going to talk dirty to is right there in chat. And the lady in chat, she and I have talked extensively about Grace. And we've seen that Grace isn't as controlled by her father as you think. You know, I'm starting to get to know Grace quite well. Well, she's the one that introduced him, and other people wanted to cover, and I said, I will do this. I will cover them. And I will. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, when I say I'm going to do something to another creator, you know, when I told Ghost I'm going to cover this and be involved, I mean, here I am. It's what I'm doing. And I'll probably have to go here in just a little bit because there is the possibility that I'm going to appear on another program if it gets together. It's going to require like 5 or 6 guests in coordination. So, and because of this, it might not happen. But if I was sure 100% that it was going to happen, I would be promoting it right now and putting links in chat. So, you know, like I say, I'm going to go here in about 15 more minutes, and then I'm going to check out what's going on. And like I said, I may be on a panel later on another program that I've never heard on that will bring new people into this community, because that's what happened in the Boit. Myself and Holly Undead became the only way that new people could get into the community, and we kept it alive. And then the Boit decided to come around and attack both of us, and we both just said like this. And then we went and did other things, and then we watched the Boit die, because communities that do not have the ability to gain new blood all die. Well, Montress, I hope you have a good trip. Now, this time of year, California should be amazing because it won't be too hot. It will be just perfect. Well, like I say, I mean, I have done YouTube with, well, I do like Grace as a human being. But, I mean, I used to do YouTube with the Boit. I mean, now, I was to say, you guys wouldn't understand it, but I mean, I could just say the word Stewie. And anyone that's Boit, you know, would know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I tolerated Stewie, and he's one of the biggest assholes that has ever existed on YouTube. Hello, WB. The bottom of YouTube. It was my community before this one. And it literally is the bottom of YouTube. And I mean, fuckery, that's where Melton comes from. I mean, you know, this is where Melton stems from, is the bottom of YouTube. And I started covering Elvis travels because, you see, I did have a YouTube patron. Her name was Hamber. And she's the one that got me to do YouTube. She wanted me to cover Amberlynn Reed. So I did that for her. And then she helped me with my channel some, my first one. And then she asked me to cover Elvis travels in the Boit. So on my other channel, I would cover the large women in the drama community, and I would also do Boit coverage. Because everyone's like, you're just attacking women. You're just, you know, there's always an ad hominem attack. And I don't care about the ad hominem attacks. I just raise the mighty finger and go, fuckest thou. And that's as much as I feel about it. Because as I said, covering Amberlynn Reed, I mean, I get dozens of hate messages every day. You're going to jail. You creepy stalker. You creepy pedo. You want to wear her skin. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, Kintsugi. And I laughed about it. And one day after, well, this was in 2020. So this had been over 2 years of this, like where Adrastia cries, they send me messages. I mean, I for 2.5 years, every morning, it was a giant list, and most of them were Amber Lynn on her sock accounts. We proved that at one point, on my channel. And then one day, I woke up and, it was there, and I'd never replied to any of these. And I clicked on the one that I knew 100% was her, the account called Team Amber Lynn. And I put, bitch, I'll set you up. And then within 45 days, she moved from Monticello to Lexington. And that was funny. And then my messages stopped. At the moment that I threatened to put drugs in Amber's car and have her set up by the police, at that moment, those messages stopped. And Amber moved from Monticello as quickly as she could to Lexington. And I won that one too. But Amber went also to where I got therapy and started trouble. And this is the real reason why I lost my services. That was the genesis of it, was Amber going to where I got therapy and starting a stink. Well, thank you, Minnie. Yes, WB, it is my birthday. At 8:16 a.m., I turned 55 years old. Now, that last account, they screwed up because they let me know who that is. Now, I warned my current girlfriend, when we talked about, YouTube ages ago, my ex-girlfriend is so crazy. I was telling her, we just got together now, but she will accuse that we were together and cheating on her all along. And that's what that last account was. Yes, that was my ex-girlfriend. Because she lacks a certain amount of imagination. And she used her daughter's name. Now, when we were fighting before, over 2 years ago, she used that same account. But yeah, but because of her craziness, my last girlfriend is a threat. Literally a threat. I said I never want to talk to you again, and she still to this day tries everything she can to attack me. And I predicted she would rear her ugly head. So there she is, dear. My dear Livia. Yes, there it is. The ex-girlfriend. We've been waiting for her to rear her ugly head. Now, the ex-girlfriend a couple years ago did get me a really nice cake, and I appreciated it. And thank you, Psycho Bitch. Yes. Once again, you don't want me saying your name, but yes, thank you, Psycho Bitch, for the cake a couple years ago. Now, anybody got any questions? Because like I say, I might have an appearance on somewhere else. And I've got to get out of here in just a couple in the next 7 minutes, as I have to. And I still may not get anything to eat. If the program does go on, I'm not even going to get to eat on my birthday. Literally. I have things here to cook. It's just, I literally have not had time to fart today. Now, if Nikalina wanted me to be her co-host, all she ever had to did was ask. And Grace Thorpe asked. It's a new chance to bring new people into our community so it doesn't die. That sounds like a no-brainer. And just like Smelly has known me since my first channel. You know, she knows that when I take on more YouTube, I don't do any less YouTube. I just do more. On my other channel, I used to do 3 videos a day on different communities. Well, thank you, Mountain Violet. But I mean, I just have to shake my head, and only Nikalina can say what Nikalina's reasons are. Anything else I would say would just be subjective. So, who knows? I mean, it's not going to change my tomorrow. It didn't take away my birthday. All it does is show me that I had a false friend. Now, that makes me a little sad, but that's the only emotion I have out of it. I mean, if one of my YouTube buddies fuck up, I did this in the first channel, I contact them behind the scenes. And I mean, I have had some YouTube buddies do some big fuck ups. And if that happens, I would contact them personally. I would not make a scene, and we would discuss it. Like men. And that's the way I do things. And anything off of YouTube stays off of YouTube. Well, yes, Black Onion, you are correct. You are correct. Now, when you talk about Genesis, you are correct on that. But the boy liked to eat itself too much. After Elvis's channel went down, people got too much into headhunting. And I was trying to tone that down. I was trying to get people to moderate their behavior. You know, I did some talking behind the scenes and tried to. I even tried to get people to rally around Coachism's program so, you know, we could get some form of sense of unity. And as I'm sure you've seen, I even created some drama like with Melton, you know, just to help Coachism's program. You know, talking about my own fuckery. And when RSN wanted to get mouthy, to where normally I'd just go F you and walk on, I leaned into that just to help the Boit. I mean, I did. Because I wasn't interested in engaging with RSN. I was just doing it so we would have a little more to rally around in the Boit. You know, I was trying to help everyone in the grand scheme of things. Well, yes, Mountain Violet. I mean, my parents were horrible. I mean, my head goes 5 more degrees this way because when I was a little kid, my dad would take his left hand and just roundhouse me across the head. And I have found out that my head, because he'd always hit me on the same side, my head moves 5 more degrees this way than it is supposed to. Well, actually, Cosmos, this is a open channel, and anyone here that's been banned has earned their ban. I mean, I'm meticulous about that. The channel has rules, and anyone that has broken those rules, they're gone. Now, anyone that's not broke the rules, even if they're on a sock account, they can talk here. I mean, I can be civil to people that I have had disagreements with in the past. There's an individual in chat right now that I've had disagreements with in the past, have had history. But you know what? We can talk to each other like civilized human beings because he's done nothing on this account to deserve a ban. And if an account does not do anything to deserve a ban in this channel, it will not be banned. And if that account was to ever do anything against the rules, it would get banned, just like yours are. But the fact of the matter is no one here has broken any rules. So people are allowed free thought. They're allowed questions. And when communities fell apart, I even said everyone could come here. And I meant it then. It's just there was a lot of people that attacked me from one side, and those people that did got individually banned because I ban individually by accounts, not by association, unless your name is Shannon681. Well, as I said, anyone can be here, as long as they're not breaking the rules. Because you always catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. It's an old proverb. But the fact of the matter is, Elvis Travels hates me. And I poke at him a little bit, but when he shows up in chat, I'm quite civil. And I know he hates my fucking guts. Because I was one of the people that was responsible for destroying him on YouTube. And once again, I don't go around and toot my own horn, but, Elvis, what screwed Elvis was the day that he said, 39 copyright strikes incoming! And at that moment, as soon as the first two channels went down, we knew we had to take Elvis out. Now, if Elvis hadn't done that horde of copyright strikes, we would not have annihilated Elvis. He did it to himself. But yeah, at that point, did we conspire together to nuke Elvis? Yes, we did. And then afterward, we conspired to make Rich Life of Road Trips a thing just so people would stop talking about Elvis. Well, mind about it, you don't have to worry about that, because if I ever see Jimbo, I'm going to knock his fucking head off. That doesn't change. And if I ever see Jimbo here, after his attempted attacks on me, it's shooting fucking ass questions later. Just saying. Well, he can. I promote other people's lives that I don't like when I think it's something that the community should see. I link the Stan's lives now and then when, I think it's relevant and I want you to see something for me to talk about later. And I'm sure that Kemper wants to do the same thing, and it's his YouTube and he gets to play it his way. And that's what I always tell people. You get to play your YouTube your way. And yeah, and as Violet said, and Kemper can do that too, as far as I care. But, like I said, I don't control other people and what they do on their YouTube. I control what I do on my YouTube. And what I'm going to do is start doing my content, because it's May. And typically in the spring, I get caught up on work, and right around May 30th, I start doing YouTube heavily again. And those that have been here a long time know that. Now, this year, I'm going to start doing YouTube more early. So you can also count that this is back to where I'm going to be doing YouTube in some form every day on this channel or not. For I do have several. Well, thank you, Crazy Acres. Oh, it is. when I came up with the idea, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking that the banana cream and the butter toffee ice cream would go good together. But I was kind of worried about it, and it made an amazing combination. Yes, it did. And I'm going to make one on my vlog channel. I said every day I'm going to be doing something on YouTube, if it's here or not. Tomorrow I'm going to be on my vlog channel some. And I'm going to do a video of my little cake. And I'm going to show it, because you can make them into individual ones. But yes, I mean, I could attribute motivations, but I'm just curious on why Nikalina cares so much about Grace Thorpe. I mean, used to be I hung out with Playmate Tessie, and she's the same age. And Playmate Tessie, I mean, she makes the Thorpes look like angels. Just saying. And I helped Playmate Tessie a lot. And when she bit my hand, I moved on. And it hurt her feelings a lot because I, for a while, was a surrogate father figure for Playmate Tessie. And she was my little goblin princess. But I mean, that was before I met you guys. Hello, Rosie. I hope you're well today. Well, shit, it's 8:49, everyone. So I'm going to have to go here in the next couple minutes. I was going to go at 8:45 because I might have a 9 to 10 o'clock YouTube appointment. Now, if this all falls through and this panel doesn't happen, I might be back later on this channel to do a live, and I will just cover some audio. Probably Melton, because Melton's been silly lately, and he's back to attacking Noodles. And I'm also going to start hanging out with Noodles. Now, some of you will currently know him as Leather King. Now, I know him as David. But, you know, many of you know him as Noodles, and now many of you know him as Leather King. But, you know, when he's live, I'm going to go over and hang out in his chat because he and I have known each other for quite some time. And he also does go on the Thorpe's panels. Now, I missed one of Grace's lives today, and he was on that panel then, and I didn't get to finish watching it. I only listened to a few minutes of it while I smoked a bowl and set up this live. So like I said, I may be back later on this channel and just review some Melton talk. And if anyone wants to talk about this, I will talk about this too. But Nikalina did what she wanted. I'm not going to ascribe many motivations, but I am going to say this. I think that she's definitely jealous of the younger woman. Now, everyone, thank you for coming and have a very good night.